Hi, this video is for the new firmware 226 Fix 5 version, which I added a trim switch for the belt tensioner support. So what this will do, it will be a switch that you can trim the position of the belt, and this is how it's wired. It uses two capacitors, so it won't create noise from the EMI, from the motors, wherever. You can use shielded wiring. You can use the big capacitors like here. The top line is the ground. The two signals you need is the S3 and S2. And that's where you wire the capacitors. Or you could, if you're handy, you could use some tiny capacitors there that will work as well. And you can see I wired the ground and the two signals for the switch up and down. Now let me put the camera correct. I'm gonna connect one of the test devices I have here that emulates a motor. So as when it connects, it emulates the 100mm position. So you can see I can calibrate again. Calibrates, backs. Okay, it backtracks a little bit and backs. Okay, so it's not enabled yet, so if I press the switch here, it won't do anything. You'll have to go enable it in the LCD menu here. So you can go the way to the end of the menu, and then this will be right here, belt tensioner. So if you click once, you'll have the option to select with the left and the right arrow buttons which function you want. Those first two set what step will take. So as long as you hold the switch, it will create steps, so it will move the motor back and forth. And this is how much delay, if you want to move it faster or slower. And the port number, right now it's port 0, it means it's not attached to any of this. If I rotate the encoder, port 1, 2, 3, I'm in port 4 right now, 5, yeah. So I can put on 5, and now you can click to save it. Okay, so you can see here when I use the switch, the actuator should move position. Okay, and like I said, if it's too fast or too slow, you can adjust this motion. And of course there's the normal motion there with the arrows. Okay, and now another thing, since most belt tensioners that don't have hard stop to stop against, you don't want to pull the belts, you could sort the two pins for the port, the EXT 5 or 4 or 3, wherever you have, 7. There's another one, 7 here, that you can sort those two pins together. I put a little switch here, so I'll just switch it on, and I'll reset essentially the actuator. So you'll see it parks exactly as activated. I have this set to position 1000, so instead of calibrating, if I disable that, instead of calibrating against a hard stop, the virtual hard stop, So I'm gonna enable the immediately calibration, so as soon as it gives power it will calibrate automatically, and then whatever position it is, and then you can adjust it for the how much tight you want it. You can use that while it's not connected to the software, offline or even online. So I'm gonna connect it online. Have the little test software here. Okay, so I'll use this to move the actuator. Okay, so I'll just leave it in a position, and then I can trim it while it's still online. Okay. Okay, so let me turn off the software, and then it should go back to the home position wherever it was initially. Yeah, I went too low there. Okay, so basically that's it. The setting. For the belt tensioner. Remember again, just click once and then use the left right to select which one to adjust. See here, you can adjust the delay or how many steps, 1 step up to 10 steps. If I use 10 steps, for example, it will move fast. If I use 1 step, it will move much slower. Okay, 5 is good option there. And then let me see the delay. Let me set it to 10 to see what's the effect of that. It's moving way faster. Okay. So if you move it too fast, it will be harder to exactly position to the tightness you want. So you might want to turn it all the way up to 20. I have it up to 30 here now. Okay. Anyway, it's a combination of the steps and the delay. So okay. So yeah, remember the settings on the menu. If you have a belt tensioner without edge stops, you can use the XT5 or 4 or whatever you use to calibrate in place. And then of course the limit switch, the trim switch to move it, which will be wired like that. Alright, thanks for watching.